Hello, friends. It's Anthony Hary, and I wanted to record a little video for you. I'm coming to you live in a way from our home base, our little studio area in our living room. That's my wife behind me. She's working on her own stuff. I wanted to let people know a little bit more about this book that I've been talking about. DERT is what I'm calling it. DERT is an acronym that stands for Dedicated Ethereal Response Team. And it actually stems out of a group, we'll just call it a group brainstorming session. And so there's other cats involved that are helping me come up with the different venues and characters and dynamics and things, and then I'm being trusted to combine this into a cohesive story, a novel for other people to enjoy. So it's a fun challenge. It's a new challenge. It's not anything that I've ever done before, and I'm truly thankful to the other gentlemen involved who are giving me the opportunity to do this. The thing that's interesting about it is that I'm releasing each chapter, the raw first cut version of each chapter, as they finish, which on the negative side means that there might be some spelling errors or grammar errors or something like that. But on the positive side, you get to see the story as it grows. And I'm excited about that concept because it's something that is not only in creating a challenge for me, because I'm able to put it out there and make it available for people to engage with right away, but it's also something that is exciting because I maybe in a slightly hopeful fashion, I'm hoping that it helps prove my merit, right? There's a lot of people that say they can do things. I can do this, I can write this, I can create that, or whatever. And maybe the final product is awesome because they really could make it. But in the industry in the market, there's something to be said about what quality can you produce compared to the quickness of its production. And with me posting every chapter as I do it on my Patreon, you're able to see exactly how quickly those chapters are being created, and you're able to see the quality that I'm able to put out before we go in and dig into revisions and edits and tightening things up, which will always make a story better, and it absolutely has to happen. But I thought it would be fun with this project, separate from the Lore of Man project, to show that in more of a candid insight. Now, what I haven't really gone into is every single chapter that I've done, I wrote in one day. So when I posted chapter 14 earlier the week of this video being recorded, the day that I posted it was the day I wrote it. And that's it. If other things haven't been posted, it wasn't because I'm chipping away at it over the course of however long. It's because I have other things that I'm working on with my life and my day job and my responsibilities. I just haven't sat down to write the next chapter. And I'm sharing that because I think transparency is also good. There's a lot of people I know who are creators that talk themselves into this idea of, well, I can't do that because it's just going to take forever. Or it's, they come up with these create excuses and boundaries and barriers that are in between them and what they want to accomplish. And so that's part of this too, is it's like I'm in there with you. I'm nobody, right? If you're watching this video, you're doing me a favor. There isn't anything about me that has me as an established person or set apart from anyone else. I'm just a guy who does the work, and hopefully my work is enjoyed by other people. That's it. That's as far as it goes. I mean, I would love to see it grow into my main source of revenue. I think that's everybody's goal in a way when you're doing creative work. Right now it's not. I have a day job that I work, and then I come home and I cut out time to be able to do this thing, to create these stories. And whether it's art or writing, it doesn't matter. I have to create the opportunity for myself because it's not being created by anybody else, and there's only so much time in the day. So thankfully, my spouse is really understanding and supportive, and then at the same time I have people like yourself perhaps that is watching this video that finds a value in what I'm doing. But I want to be honest about it, because there's this ongoing debate that things get sugar-coated or glossed over. They aren't portrayed accurately. And I'm not beholden at the moment to any NDAs or non-disclosure agreements or anything like that that are part of business deals that I would be accountable to maintain a level of silence and until the product is ready to come out. So why not just show you exactly what it's like? That it requires work, that I have to sit down and cut out anywhere from 4 to 6 hours to get this done, that there's been nights that I've gone to bed at midnight knowing that I have to be up at 5 in the morning for my day job, but I wanted to get the chapter done. I wanted to get it done and get it out so I can continue to move forward. And that's been incredibly rewarding. So DERT is a book that I hope you're engaging with. I hope you're going to Patreon, where you don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. You don't have to pay anything to read these chapters. They're being posted for free for public consumption. And then eventually when the chapters are done, then I'll be compiling them into an actual book, and we'll do a Kickstarter more than likely. And if people are interested and they want to get in on actually owning a copy of a digital or physical version of the book, then that'd be amazing, because there's going to be more to the book when it's all said and done. Plus it'll be revised and edited and cleaned up and just better. But right now I want people to engage and give me feedback and tell me, like, oh man, I really liked chapter 9, but chapter 10 was a drag, man, and took forever to get through it, or whatever. That would be great. So to anyone who's reading it and is giving me the gift of their time and attention to check out what I'm working on, I just hope you're enjoying the story. For me, as a storyteller, I essentially have 2 rules that govern everything else that follows. And rule number 1 is, while a person is engaging with the story, I want them to want to continue. I love when people tell me that they picked up December Rain and they had a really hard time putting it down. They just wanted to keep reading it. And that's a win for me. And then the other one is, at the end, I want people to want more. Whether it's the sequel to that book or whether it's another story from me, I hope that I gave them enough of an enjoyable experience that they walk away thinking, this is great, and I want to do it again. Either I'm going to read this again, or I got to find the next thing he's done because I'm interested. And that's it. Everything else is secondary to those two things. So go to my Patreon if you haven't. It's just patreon.com/Anthony Hary, and check it out. Check out DERT for yourself. Let me know what you think. Give me the raw, honest feedback. Or if you truly love it, then tell me you love it, because that'd be awesome and super encouraging. DERT's an urban fantasy story. I guess that's what this whole video has been about, is to tell you that DERT is an urban fantasy story that essentially follows a group of guys that all have very, very different backgrounds, but at the moment have found themselves in one place in time to confront and investigate an unknown danger in the heartland. It takes place in Iowa, and one of the very first things that they engage with is the appearance of this divine woman. This goddess shows up, and now she's with their group. And not only do they have to combat, not in a combative way, but step up to the bar, as it were, to meet whatever her needs are, they also need to continue and survive through the challenges that they're being confronted with. So we got suspense and intrigue and secrets and monsters and danger, and we also have the interpersonal stress that exists when you have 6 or 7 different personalities that have to figure out how to get through very real, extraordinary circumstances together, while also being true to themselves and showing honor and dignity to the people around them. Or maybe they won't. But that's the story, and hopefully you'll take time to check it out. Thanks for watching this video. Hopefully it wasn't too long-winded, and I'll try to do more. I'll keep you posted. So, thanks, guys.